Good afternoon. I did not get a chance to say anything this morning because I had so much to do. Today has just been a day. I'm just having a day. I didn't go to specials when I was supposed to. They had to buzz me from the office. I've never done that in my life. I just feel very discombobulated today. So we were 10 minutes late for specials. I apologized profusely, and she's like, oh, it's okay. I totally get it. There's just so much to do, so much on my plate, and it's just, I don't know. I had it in my head that we did extra recess right after power hour time, and no, we don't. I don't know why I did that. I've never done that before. So we did a little bit of Go Noodle, and then I took them to music, and then when we came back, we did the rest of Go Noodle, and then we did snack and math. So we talked about 2-digit numbers today, and we put them in the tens and the ones places. We are needing to sort students for power hour. I had them do the on your own page, and I'm going to check them and see how they did, because we're going to do like well below average, average, and above average to group our kids into 4 groups. And we'll see how many kids fall in those areas. So that's one of my jobs. One of my sticky note things to do. I don't have to copy my F&P test, my Fontes and Pinnell test, because the teacher that was in this room before had a lot of tests already copied up. So I'm good for that. So I can start testing tomorrow. I'm hoping I can test a couple of kids today, because I'm going to end up testing probably 19 of the 22. So that's going to take a while. I need to figure out what I'm doing for writing today, because I don't remember now. I just don't feel with it today at all. So I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to chill for a little bit. We didn't have outside recess, so that's why we did Go Noodle. And it's not raining now, but I think the playground might be too wet. Can you see all the rain on my window? We had quite the storm. It was enough that when the lightning struck, the lights went out for just a second. I mean, it just went off and then on. The kids all went, and I said, it's okay. We're good. Everything's back on. It's okay. A couple of boys were in the bathroom when that happened, and they came back and they said, the lights went out. I said, yeah, that happened everywhere. Sorry. Yeah, we read a little bit of What If Everybody Did That, because that's going to be part of our social studies lesson today about being respectful. So I read a little of the story because we needed to discuss some things, because we're having a little bit of issue with that. So we talked about why we have rules, and we came up with these reasons why we have rules. And it's not to spoil our fun or to make things just yuck. It's all of these things. So I'm hoping that that kind of drove the point home, but I don't know. So I just keep having to, it's the beginning of school, and that's what you do. You just talk about. You have little class meetings, and you practice until everything is just right. And if you have a couple students that are having trouble, they need practice time on their own. So that's kind of what we've been doing. They'll get it. They're big, strong second graders. They're smart. They can handle it. I just feel out of it today, really out of it. It's only Wednesday, so that's not a good way to be. And I got up super early today so I could work on our professional development goals, because we have to have our goals written down on this worksheet to bring to our faculty meeting after school. And I knew I would not have time during school to do it, because there's never time to do anything during school, it seems, because there's always other stuff to do. So that was super fun. But I had to clean up kitty poo and kitty puke this morning in my little time to work on the worksheet. So that was not a fun way to start my morning. Not good. So my day kind of started out weird. I did get my worksheet done, so I'm ready for my meeting, because we're going to be writing our goals out and then making a plan, our professional development plan for the year. We're going to do that all together. That's going to be what our meeting's about. So I'm really super excited about it. Can you tell? I'm so super excited. But it is what it is. You got to do it. So like I said, I'm going to eat my lunch because I have about 6 minutes before I have to go get the kids. And we have inside recess in our classrooms. Not joyful. So we'll figure that out, and then I'll chat with you later. Good evening. It's about 6 o'clock, and I didn't get a chance to get back on camera because the day just kind of went whoop and it was gone. So we brainstormed ideas for writing after recess, which was outside. Yay, I was so excited to hear that. So the kids got to go outside and wipe down the equipment so they could use it with towels. And that was really good because everybody needed them to have outside time. It's beneficial for all. So they were super excited about that. When we came in, we read some more Kina Ford. And it's the field trip mix-up where they're going to the Capitol. And we haven't found out all the bad things that have happened to her yet, but we did get a little bit of it today. So the kids were like really engrossed in it today. I think maybe they're finally getting in the groove of rest and read time, and they're starting to really enjoy it. Like my kids last year loved it, but they still were a little squirmy. I think second graders might enjoy it even more because I think they get read to less and less the older they get. I don't ever want to give up doing read alouds. That's important. So that was fun. And then we brainstormed ideas in our brand new journals for writing today. So instead of doing my write-on lesson, because I didn't do the brainstorming lesson the other day, I didn't continue on. I went back and we did some brainstorming today. And I had them write different ideas of things they could write about on the inside cover of the back of their journal so that they couldn't lose the page of ideas. So that was nice. I'll try to show you the journals tomorrow. They're Foundations journals. We don't use those generally. Someone was getting rid of their like stashed back pile of Foundations journals that they'd collected over the years. And I found them in the hallway and I'm like, ooh, I'll take those. And then later there were more and I'm like, I'll take those too. I love them. On the left-hand side of the page is a drawing box and writing lines underneath, the primary lines. On the other side of the page, on the right-hand side, is a full page of writing lines. So you have a whole story right there. That's about the right amount for most second graders at this point in the year. Some of them like to write more, and that's awesome. And I did have one little guy go, what if I run out of space? And I went, well, you can go on to the next page. He's like, well, what if I need more space than that? So he'd already written on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. I said, oh, turn the page, buddy. There's more behind there. He's like, okay. It was so cute. He was so excited. And I'm like, I cannot wait to hear your story. I'm going to try to have some share time on Fridays during our writing block because I think that's really important. Because if you don't let them tell people about what they've written, it's kind of pointless, you know. Then it's just like a journal that they like a diary, and nobody ever gets to see it. So they were excited about that. My hair looks really weird from this angle, but I'm feeling like this today. I've had a day. I mentioned that earlier. It's just not a bad day, and it's just neutral. It was just weird. It's a weird day. I felt discombobulated. I felt overwhelmed, stressed, and I felt very unproductive. I don't like feeling like that. I felt icky. Just kind of icky kind of day. Part of it was the weather probably. And all the new things that are being thrown at me in second grade is getting to be a lot. Today we had to do our professional development goals. So I chose becoming an Apple certified teacher. So you can come on that journey with me. It looks really exciting. So I already signed up with the Apple teacher program. It's free. Just like the Google program, I think it's free too. That Darren Nakakihara has done. That might be my next thing. I'm going to see how the Apple thing goes first. Because we use all Apple products in our school. So we have iPads, we have Macs, and all that. So there are 3 components to this certification. You can be certified in iPads, you can be certified in MacBooks, and you can be certified with coding. And I want to do all 3. What we're supposed to do is choose whatever things we want that equal 15 points of professional development for the year. And you can do more if you want, which I will. Because in case something doesn't work out, I don't want to cut it so close. I thought the Apple certification would be like really beneficial for me because that's what we use in our school is Apple everything. We have Apple TV and all that. So I want to be better at it. I want to be able to teach my kids how to use it and just, give them more opportunities. And think of the projects we can do when I know the ins and outs of the devices that we have. And I think I mentioned sometime last week that we're supposed to be getting, I keep putting my thumb over the camera. We're supposed to be getting more iPads. So we should be 2 to 1 in our classrooms. So yay. So two students to every 1 iPad is what that means in case I said it backwards. Maybe 1 to 2. I don't know. A 1 to 1 is everybody has their own device. And we're 2 to 1, which is 2 kids share a device. So we'll have 11 iPads. And we can just, trade off or whatever. So I think that's going to be awesome. The other thing I chose was strength-based coaching and teaching. And that is based on the Gallup survey thing that we did to choose our top 5 strengths. And then we can help the students figure out their strengths and use them to do projects and things. So I signed up for that too. So that's what our meeting was today after school. The faculty meeting was all about professional development. And Caitlin just sneaked in and out. Oh my gosh. She harvested the pineapple from our pineapple plant that we got like last spring. It's really cute. It's like short and stubby, but it looks really, really golden and cute. But she brought it. She goes, I harvested our pineapple. I'm like, awesome. And then she goes, oh my gosh, there's a spider. 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 So she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, take it outside. Take it outside. So I wish I would have filmed that. But she was like going, all the way outside. She's like, move socks, move mittens, move. So she got it back outside. She said the darn spider had made a web in the crown of the stinking pineapple. How rude. You are not invited to my pineapple party, Mr. Spider. So I said, maybe Dad can get rid of the web for you so you can bring the pineapple in and we can eat it. Like, it's not very big, but it looks like it would taste good because it looks nice and ripe. So I'll let you know how that goes. Sorry about the wiggles. I'm holding my iPad above my head to film, which is why I keep moving my thumb in the way. There, maybe I can fix that. I just thought I'd try a different angle because I'm just kind of feeling like this. I said earlier, I had a day. I'm having a day. And yeah, I had a day. I don't even know what that means exactly. I feel very overwhelmed still. Even from this morning. Which is probably why I forgot to take my kids to special class. So I've never done that. I mean, who forgets their plan time? Really? That is like your only time in the day that's dedicated for like doing teacher stuff. I just feel like I'm never getting anything done right now. Like nothing. I have a monumental to-do list that just keeps getting things added onto. And things are piling up on my counter, which I hate. I don't want that to happen. But it's like I can't get to stuff. I just can't do it. And I don't want to take everything home. Blech. Because I need to decompress and not have to do stuff at home all the time. So I don't know. And I'm going to have to rearrange my schedule after I thought that I had it figured out and I reworked everything. And now I've got conflicts with stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do about it. Like, I have 2 kids that are supposed to go to speech on Thursdays. And then I realized, crud, that's my counseling time. And my kids cannot miss counseling the whole year. They'll never have counseling. That's not cool. So I got to see if I can rearrange the speech time because the counseling time can't be really rearranged, I don't think. Onyx is getting her food. She's very excited. So, I don't know. It's just always something. It's frustrating when you finally get your schedule how you think it'll work and then you realize, nope, that's a conflict. Oh, that makes another conflict. I mean, it's like you change one thing and it just upsets the order of the universe and you have to reorder everything. Like the galaxy exploded and you got to put everything back in a different order. It's hard. It's really hard. So I'll let you know how that goes. It'll work out. It always does. It happens every year because you get, kids get pulled out for this. The kids will get pulled out for that and all this and stuff. So we've got like Title I reading kids. We've got speech kids. I don't have any IEP kids this year. But then we also have like a small group counseling group. They'll get pulled out for specialized counseling stuff. So that's another thing. And power hour, that's another half hour. And then I got to find time for keyboarding and iReady and projects and just all this extra stuff that I didn't know for sure we were going to do. So, and then my sweet firsty friend that came up with me, one of them was like, oh yeah, and Healthy Heritage. And I went, crud. I don't have a time for that either. That's our movement time for the week, where we get the kids out and moving to keep them healthier. And I'm like, well, I guess I could use Thursdays. I have a group of kids that will be going to leadership team on Thursdays during what would have been our extra recess time. Well, I have no other class that they can go with because all the other classes are in specials at that time. And then all the people that are in my pod are doing extra recess. And so that won't work. So I'm like, well, we'll just do Go Noodle then because they can be there for part of that. And then they can go off to their leadership thing and then we can finish Go Noodle. And that'll be our Healthy Heritage time for the week. There's not enough time, I don't think, for us to go anywhere for that time. I hate it to stick them inside the whole time. But we will do extra recess the other 3 days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's not like they won't get that. So, and we could do Healthy Heritage those times as our like extra recess time. But I don't know that I can keep that up the whole year because our math will take longer. Like that's kind of taken a chunk of our math block out. But like right now, it's not a big deal because I'm not doing the rotations yet. I want to get us, you know, kind of used to the Go Math format first and kind of get our feet wet on everything and then kind of see how to group the kids by their ability. Going to do homogeneous groups, ability based. So I'll do like, you know, all the kids are having issues with this thing or all the kids that are having issues with this thing. I'll be able to pull them for that. But I will group them, like that's for the teacher table. I'll group the kids that need the help with certain things. But as far as rotations go, those will be heterogeneous groups. So those will not be ability based because I want some below level kids, some average kids, and some upper level kids to work together because they can hash things out together and that'll be good. And they can give different perspectives on things. Plus I want them to be more social. I want them to interact with kids maybe they wouldn't normally play with or do games with. So I think that's going to be nice, but I have so much testing to do now. We're doing iReady reading next week, and we're doing iReady math the following week, and I need to do Fontes and Pinnell reading testing like anytime now. I didn't get any done today. I meant to, and I just didn't. So I do have my tests ready, and I am going to pull the lower kids first because they will go faster, honestly, because they won't read very many books. So I can whip out probably 5 or 6 of them pretty quickly, like probably in the same day. I could get a sub to take my class for the day and then I can test all day long, but I hate doing that. It wears me out. It's not enjoyable. I feel like it's a day lost with my class. I'd rather just kind of pick at it because we have this week and all of next week too, which is only 4 days. Well, really 3 because Fridays are kind of, you can't really count on them to do anything. But it always gets done. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And a couple of my kids are only going to need to read like 1 more book because we cap at an N for this quarter. So for like the baseline level, because you can only read up to a year ahead of your benchmark level, and that's an N. So a few of my kids ended at an M last year, so that's just 1 more book. So it shouldn't be bad at all. And then some more of my kids need to read a little bit more, but it probably won't be much different than what they ended in 1st grade. So it shouldn't be too bad. So I'll let you know how that goes. I think I'm going to go and just like take my contacts out and wash my face and stuff and eat some food for supper and probably watch some TV. Yeah. And regroup my brain for tomorrow. We have counseling tomorrow. That's cool. I don't remember what we're doing for math. Something with place value. That's what this chapter is about mostly. Odd and even and place value. So it won't be bad. Oh, I did group my kids for Power Hour. I had this brainstorm today. Hey, all the things we did last year in 1st grade, why can't we use like the last results of Power Hour last year to kind of gauge basically where the kids are this year and use that for our first grouping. So we're going to have a well below average, a below average, an average, and an above average group. So we'll have 4 groups. I got all those ready. And I showed you that in my classroom, I think. I showed you the test, not tests. I showed you the on your own page that I used for that. I got them all sorted because I checked them. And I kind of went by how many they missed and which ones they missed because I thought that that page got progressively harder and took more problem-solving skills to accurately answer the questions. Some of them were basically, what's the answer to this? Circle this. And other ones where you had to figure this out before you could figure the next thing out. And so I figured that was a higher level thing, so they're in an upper group. Plus, I remember some of the kids from last year and where they mostly fell, like most of the groups, they fell at this range. So I figured I would kind of do a combo of the way they did on that page and probably tomorrow's page too, and their last groupings for Power Hour. I thought that would be like the best data I could use at this point in the year without any testing to back it up, because basically right now it's kind of all observation and little snippets of proof by what they can write down. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say goodnight. It is like 6:10 now, and I'm just ready to not have this kind of day anymore because I don't feel on top of things. I don't like feeling like that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm a very planny kind of person. I just made up a word. Yes, I'm a planny person. And when things are not falling into place like they should, and I feel like I'm discombobulated and don't know what I'm doing, it's very unsettling. So hopefully I can get some answers tomorrow and kind of settle myself and get things back in a groove. And I'll be ready to roll all over again. So I'll catch you next time and let you know how it's rolling. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I am feeling so much better today. I remembered to take my kids to specials without a reminder. Yay me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think I've got my life in order again. I've reworked my schedule to add all the other things in that I needed to add. So I just had to flip-flop a couple things. It's not going to be a big deal. I'm very excited about it. This morning I had the kids do 3 more birthday pages. Let me move the camera so you can see the board. See how the 3 pages on the board? So those were the last 3 July birthday friends. So I have 6 birthday pages that I need to crank out tonight at home. So I've already put a sticky note on them and I'm going to take them home and do them then. That's my breakfast. So I'm finally going to eat breakfast. I just met with the reading teacher so I could arrange some things with her. Reorganize my schedule. Got that finished. I wanted to show you something I found at Target. So this is our year of gratitude. Look what I found in the dollar spot. How perfect is that? That is going to set on my little table desk out in the hallway right by my door for a little while, and then I'll probably bring it in here. But I'm like, how could I not get that? I mean, that's perfect. They also have, like, they're starting to get the fall stuff in, the Halloween stuff in. They have lots of, like, homey, Thanksgiving-y kind of things, like home is where the heart is, family, friends, stuff like that. Just really heartwarming things. So it's pretty exciting. If you haven't been to the dollar spot lately, enabler alert, you should go because there's some cute stuff. I'll show you some other things that I got when I put them out because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. But I did get some fall decor from my classroom to kind of jazz it up when it's fall. So some of the pineapple things might be replaced with some fall things just to change up the seasons, but that's okay. The pineapples will come back later, and I have plenty of other pineapples, my goodness. So not a problem. Okay, I'm going to reprint my schedule in color. I don't think I need to change it for the kids because it doesn't really affect them. I mean, their recess doesn't change, their lunch doesn't change, and really those are the things that they worry about and what the parents need to know about to take them from places. So I'm not going to worry about redoing theirs. And it does say subject to change on there anyway, so, and they knew that. Not a big deal. I've got my time capsule pages laminated. I have this to go, and then I made this one because this one is not quite wide enough to wrap around the tube that I'm using, which I'm using one of these pub mix containers that you get from Walmart, and they're like, I don't know, $5 or something for one of these. But I have a jillion of these at home. Well, I have like 10. It seems like a jillion. And I don't want to mess with getting the sticker off because then you're still going to have sticky, and I don't want to take the time to mess with the goo. So I'm just going to cut those down and wrap it around the outside and put their little time capsule pages inside and seal them up till the last day of school. That'll be exciting. Today for math, we're going to be writing 2-digit numbers in expanded form. So that should be kind of cool. Kids will be going on Prodigy today so that I can do some F&P testing, Fontes and Pinnell. And if you look over here, you'll see 2 stacks of iPads. Right. Which direction do I go? There. Oh my gosh, I was backwards on my finger. So I have 2 classes of iPads from other classrooms that I can use, plus ours. So we have 24 iPads, which gives me a couple in case some of them aren't working. Mine should be fine, theirs should be fine, but we'll see. And I made sure that theirs were marked with their name because mine are not yet, and I don't have to worry about that because the ones that don't have a name are ours. Yeah, our. Okay, so I got the Nothing book covers cut apart, but not trimmed. I think what I want to do is trim around to take off the white space around the edge of the yellow because I think it'll fit on top of these so much better. I hate to cover up the doggy, but I said this is going to be the cover, so you pick which one you want. So I might actually go get her just a boring cover because that's a really cute book. And she could use that for her reading journal or something where it's not covered up. So I may do that because I hate to cover up the cute notebook covers that they specially picked out, because I think I'm going to hot glue those on there because tape is not going to stay on very long and regular glue won't stay on. So hot glue all the way. Okay, I'm going to get some stuff done because my kids need to be picked up from specials in 15 minutes and I need to eat my burrito so I have some energy, and then we'll do extra recess. We'll come back and do our Go Math lesson and then do Prodigy. So I think that's going to spill into my Rooted in Reading time, which is okay because I can do some more stuff with it tomorrow. It'll be good. So I will try to check back in with you a little bit later and let you know how we're swimming along. Hi, good afternoon. It's lunchtime. The kids got to have extra recess outside, thankfully, because our regular recess will be in our classroom. For one thing, we don't have our recess supervisor, so we're in charge of recess today. And another thing, we're having torrential rain again. Yay, yes! I'm so excited. We need rain, but we don't need this much at the same time. Whatever, you can't control the weather, right? You might be able to hear the storm coming outside. You can see the rain on the window. Anyway, I'm scarfing down my lunch because I ended up having to talk to a few people on the way up here before I could eat. And I think we're just going to do Go Noodle again for recess. I think I'll put I will put on the indoor recess version of Go Noodle because they have like a continuous thing that'll go for however many minutes you want. And that saves me having to have people choose things because that takes a while. Anyway, what did we do today? We did extra recess. We did our Go Math lesson, which was writing numbers in expanded form. So actually what they did was they had a 2-digit number. They had to draw it with the base 10 blocks. So we use sticks and dots. So the sticks are the 10s and the dots are the 1s. Then they wrote it in 10s and 1s, and the number of 10s and number of 1s. And then they had to write the value. So if the number was 52, they would have 5 sticks and 2 dots. Then they would write 5 10s and 2 1s, and then they would write 50 plus 2. So they did that, and then they had a couple of word problems to practice. And then we did Prodigy, and thankfully I gave a lot of time for that because some kids had never done it before, which really shocked me. I thought everybody did it in first grade, but apparently not. So I had one friend for sure that had never even tried me on it. So I got him going. I borrowed iPads from 2 other classrooms, which I showed you earlier. So that was really nice. Some of my personal classroom iPads did not have Prodigy on them, so I had to fix them. That took a little time, but we got everybody on there, got everybody logged in, and everybody playing for a good 30 minutes, I'd say. And I started an hour before, so I was happy to have 30 minutes of playing time. Then I dismissed them by groups to use the restroom and get ready for lunch. When they come back, we will do recess, Go Noodle time, and we'll have rest and read some more Keen Afford. And then we're going to have our social studies lesson for today instead of doing our writing because we have counseling today. So I'll do the social studies lesson. If there's still time left over, then I'll let them free write in their journals like we started yesterday. And then our counselor will be here, which will be very exciting. Yay! And I'm pretty sure that all of our headphones came in from Amazon today because as we were coming back to the building from the other playground, we saw boxes and boxes and boxes coming in the building from Amazon. Yay! And I asked the principal, I asked the assistant principal, I said, hey, we saw Amazon boxes. Are some of those our headphones? And he said, yes. And I went, oh, yay, because we need them to do iReady next week. A lot of kids don't have anything to take the test with, and we need them. So that came really fast. I'm really excited. So the kids are super pumped for that because a lot of them don't have anything to listen to on the iPads. So I just had them sit around the room away from each other and turn the volume up a little so they could hear their game. I'm going to hurry up and eat my food, and then I'm going to grab my kids, and we're going to finish our day. So I'll try to check back with you later and let you know how everything went. Hi, it's the end of the day, and we made it. Yay! I was able to get these ready for tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I have the parent note ready to send home to explain it. So, woo! Yay me! We did our lesson about making mistakes and how it's okay, and I talked about growth mindset and the power of yet. I still haven't read the book Ish. I'll be doing that soon. And we had counseling, which was really good. She talked about feelings, and then we packed and the kids zipped on out of here. So I'm going to get my math groups made for next week because the grid is on Google, so I can put my kids in. It'll be ready for Tuesday. And then I need to make my presentation for next week for the parent nights. Alrighty, I'm going to get crack-a-lacking, and I'll talk to you later. Hi, it's the end of the day on Friday, and it's been, a whirlwind, as usual. So, what did we do today? We didn't do regular math, because there's no time. We had extra recess, which was nice. It was a little muddy out there from all the torrential flooding we've had, but it wasn't too bad. We did our nothing books, and they took them home. So I had them write their note to their parents in a letter format, and I'm going to take like a loose leaf paper, and I'm going to write it out as an example and have it laminated and on the board so they can look at it as a reference on how to write a letter. We did our directed drawing of Camilla Cream, and I'll show you mine. You ready? You ready? You ready? Well, there she is. It looks pretty close to the drawing that we did. So the directed drawing came from the Rooted in Reading lessons, and there was a full page that showed each step on how to do it. So it was really a test of listening skills for some of my students today. Oh, friends, is that what it said to do on the page? Is that what I told you should do? Remember, this is listening. Directed means you're asked to do something a special way. And so we talked about what directed drawing means and what is expected. So not too bad for the first one. So they got to take home their nothing books. I had them leave their directed drawings in that pink basket over there, so that we could add color to Camilla Cream, because she has very dark hair and she has dark eyes. So I thought maybe we could do that at least. And then we could put them in the hallway, because that's our first one. How exciting. I've got my spray here so I can erase my Camilla. But I wanted to save her in a picture, so I'm going to do that. I forgot to make a class jobs chart to track who's done what. And so I just took a picture of the ones that were up there and then switched them, because I don't have time to make one now. I have to get to a meeting, and there's a meeting after the meeting, as usual on Fridays. So Fridays are always cray-cray. I had a little girl lose her tooth in the middle of things, so I have her little brag tag to give her on Tuesday when we return. I saw a little boy behind my desk, and I said, honey, come from behind my desk, please, and line up. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, my lizard was looking for food, because they had their furry friends out today, because it's Furry Friend Fridays. And I went, oh, well, maybe you should feed him a snack when you get home, because I don't think I have anything behind my desk. When I came back here, I found a little love note. So he was being a little sneaker and giving me a love note. How sweet is that? So cute. So that was sweet. Very sweet. Oh my goodness, I've done so many things. I've cleaned out a whole, you probably can't tell, but this here is almost completely cleaned out of stuff. So yay, I got rid of some things. I turned things into the office, yay. And my daughter's going to check the pencils for the pencil challenge. Some of my kids are a little sad because they know they are missing a pencil. That's what it's for, to learn to be responsible. So she'll be coming soon so she can sharpen them all and track them on my little tracking sheet that I've made. And all it is just count the pencils. If they have all 6, give them a star by their number. If they don't have all 6 pencils, put an X. No big deal. Sharpen all the pencils, put the pencil pouches back where I asked them to stick them, which is in this little blue tray here. Right there. So after the directed drawing, I dismissed them by color rows, and I had the clipboard box right here on the floor. And I said clipboard, paper, pencil pouch, pack. So it was just sequential. And I just said that to everyone as they went by so they could turn everything in, because they're so used to putting their pencil pouch in their cubby that this was new. I put week 1 on our little thing here. I'll show ya. And then Caitlin will count how many kids had all of them, or I can, and we will see. I'm just trying to get everything switched over. Oh, I need to switch my specials thing over here. We had library today, and we'll have art when we come back. So up here, I'll change this to art. Okay, and I can start putting my times in here because I think I've figured out how I want to do things. I think. It looks like it's about right. I changed my calendar. So now it says September. Ta-da! Yes, I did not even bother to put the 1st up because it's tomorrow and we're not here anyway, so it doesn't matter so much. Plus, I would have run out of room down here, and I don't have like a divided number where I could put this, whatever it would have been, the 23rd and the 30th or whatever. So I just left it like that. I think I'm the only September birthday. Yes, I'm the only September birthday. So my birthday is right here on the 8th. So we'll do something for that. No stickers were given today for listening because we were having trouble with that. So I left that blank. I just decided everybody worked really, really hard on the unlock the challenge thing, unlock your classroom. I looked through the papers. Some of them didn't quite get them all, but that's kind of what this is about, to see where they are. So I just figured I'd give everyone a little treat for doing it because they did work really hard. And if they didn't know how to do it, I said just try your best, and if you don't get it, it's okay. Just turn it in. So they're all going to get one of these from Edit the Eraser. So I'll have to make a fancy little doodad for that. I think the Pineapple Fairy needs to leave a little something for us too. If the kids kept all of their 6 pencils, they're going to get a Starburst in their pencil pouch. And I have one little friend that can't have candy, so probably get her, maybe I'll get her like a pencil topper or something like that to put in there, because that would be cool. Putting my hot glue gun away. I had to fix one of the Nothing book covers because the notebook I put it on was kind of weird. It's kind of goofy, so I decided not to use that one. I have a big glob of paper here that I need to figure out what to do with. Maybe I'll stick in one of these empty drawers here. Yeah, this green one has nothing in it, and now it does. Let's put that in there. Because I'm planning on doing directed drawings more often. I gave all my 6 birthdays their birthday treats today, so they got to pick a birthday bag and a birthday straw. They were excited about that. That was good. I got my time capsule. Knocking it down. I got my time capsule done. I just need to tape it some more because I got interrupted with a phone call yesterday. That happens a lot. So I'm ready to put these inside there. I'll just roll them up and stick them in like so. Oh, I get a hold of it. Put them in like that. Alright, and I just need to tape it down and it's done. I think I might have a few friends that didn't quite finish, because even though we had ketchup and pickles time, some of them still didn't get done. I gave them a long time. So I think they're not focusing very well on that, which it was Friday and it was a long week, so I can understand. But I better get myself to my meeting. My daughter should be here any minute, I hope, so I can tell her what she needs to do and then go from there. So I think I've got everything switched over for September except for this little dude. So I just need to switch him to the 4th. I got my PowerPoint presentation ready for the parent nights that we have bam boom when we come back on Tuesday. We have them from 5:30 to 6:30. So we just have it from 5:30 to 6. And then they do something from 6 to 6:30. So I don't know. We don't have to talk for an hour. We only have the parents for half an hour. You know what? I think the parents come at 6, actually. But we need to be here at 5:30. I think that's how that works. I don't know. I have to be here the whole time, so it doesn't matter to me. But I'll get the particulars later. Oh, these are my recessed sunglasses, so I need to put them back in my bag. Otherwise, I will lose them, for sure. Next week, I'm going to explain all of the glory of the classroom library. They're so excited. I didn't even tell them, just in case it didn't happen. I try not to tell them stuff if I think there's a possibility it might not work out. So, oh, I don't think I showed you this. I put this up on the wall the other day, my little pencil, that was here in my other classroom, like on this part. But there's already 2 little hooks, so I'm like, So this is like for pickup passes and notes and things I need to take to the office so I don't lose them. So that works out well. We did Prodigy yesterday. I think I remember telling you about that. So that was cool. I just really don't understand where that pencil went in my pencil challenge chart. Children, I don't know. Okay, so that's a bummer. Maybe I'll find it on the floor or something. Who knows? Oh, this happened today. This was not a happy thing. Look. They ripped the handle off of this. It's just totally ripped off. Look at that. Came completely undone. So, not holding up so well. I needed to train them to just carry it around and not drag it by the handle, obviously, because they ripped it right off.
Teachers, please prepare your students to load late buses. Teachers, please prepare your students to load late buses.
This pineapple here that I got from a friend, I am going to, it's full of pencils. I'm going to have my daughter sharpen them for Power Hour. These would be my Power Hour pineapple pencils. So, because in second grade, they don't have the students bring anything with them, which really is kind of genius, honestly. Oh, here's another calendar to switch. That way they just walk to the classroom. They don't have to prepare anything, and they don't have to pick anything up and take it with them, which is great. So we will provide the pencils for that. I'm so glad I found that out because that is awesome. Here we go. September law. All right, so I'm going to have my daughter sharpen those when she sharpens the other pencils. Here's my paper to make the example for how to write a letter. I got our first Scholastic News, and I think the science spin is in here too. I may take this home and look at it. So Scholastic says you can go ahead and order the first, like the September one, and if you end up not wanting it, just write cancel, and this issue is yours, like the month, is yours to keep for free. So if I don't get enough of my funding to pay for it, then I can still have that one at least and not be charged for it. Some of my parents sent in some donations to get some issues for their children, but we're not real close to our mark. We still need like $100 and some more to pay for it. So if you are interested in donating to my Donors Choose project so that I can continue my subscription to Scholastic News and Scholastic Science Spin, that would be amazing. The link is down below. No pressure, I understand. But if even just $5 would help out if you're interested. I hate asking people, but that it's kind of like I can't pay for it myself because it's over $200 for the subscription for the class. So if you're interested in just donating a little bit, that would be great. I would be very appreciative. If not, I understand. Just support me in your head and in your little comments. That's great too. We love all the support we can get. So like I said, the link is down below if you want to donate to my Donors Choose project. If not, please just be thinking about us and thinking great thoughts and sending up happy prayers for us. Awesome. Okay, I have a bag of things to take home to do over my break. Yeah, there it is right there. All that stuff. Yeah, because there really isn't a break, is there? I know, I just need to not do it. But it's not getting done. It just keeps piling up, and I just can't keep doing that. So, got to do something. Something has to change. I don't know where to put that where I won't lose it. I guess I'll just leave it there. Okay, I'm going to go clean my board. I'm going to dump my drinks from earlier and go to my meeting. And hopefully I can use the restroom. So I will try to check back with you later, but if not, I'll say goodbye here. And I hope that you've had a great week. I hope you're going to have a great Labor Day weekend. And I'll see you next time.